Hello, I'm G.T. Craig, and I'm on a journey to self-publish my first novel, The Eternal Child. In some exciting news, my book may already be available to buy by the time you're watching this. The publication date is the 17th of October. In this video, I was wanting to tell you about my experience of formatting my book ready for print. The Eternal Child is available in paperback, hardback, and ebook format. I looked at what other books do to see what the standard format was and noted down a few commonalities for a sci-fi fantasy novel like mine. To start with, there is front matter at the beginning of the book. This is things like the title page, copyright statement, dedication, and sometimes maps, etc. Then, in physical formats in the story itself, there is usually the book title at the top of one page and the author's name at the top of the other. There is the chapter titles themselves, and sometimes intro paragraphs or quotes to start a chapter. You may also have back matter at the end, such as acknowledgements, other books by this author, things like that. At the bottom of most pages are page numbers, although these start with the story and do not include the front matter. Now, I started off uncertain how to manage all of this, but the solution was staring me in the face. You see, I had written my manuscript in Scrivener by Literature and Latte. It is a great tool for organising your chapters, and I recommend it entirely. However, while it did allow a certain amount of control over the PDFs you could output, I couldn't manage to make it do all of the things that I've just told you about. What I thought I may need to do was export my manuscript from Scrivener into a Word-style document, and then edit this in Google Docs or something. This approach worried me greatly, as it meant I would need to manage the documents in several places. Firstly in Scrivener, as the one source of truth, and then in the Google Docs to apply the formatting. If I made any last-minute changes to the text, I would need to export it again from Scrivener and reapply the formatting. On top of this, I would need to do this for both paperback and hardback versions and ebook, as they would be different sizes and different formats. Now, I thought there must be some better way of doing this, because other people must have experienced the same requirements. And indeed they had. Someone on a forum told me that Scrivener could do it all for me. And when I dug down a bit deeper, I discovered that I had an older version of Scrivener. If I updated to version 3 point something, I would have a much finer grained control over the formatting. Now, it took a bit of trial and error to work out how to adjust everything, but I managed it eventually, and I can now make any changes I need to and generate a fully formatted PDF with both front matter and back matter and all of the formatting I've just mentioned for both paperback and hardback and ebook. So rather than this video being a workflow of how I managed my formatting, it is actually just a recommendation to try Scrivener and make things easy for yourself. I shall see you next time. 17th of October.